Hello everyone, just have a quick video for you, just to go over some of the things we talked about in class, in case you need to see them again, see some examples worked out, and hear me say it again. So you can always go back and watch this video. We're evaluating functions today, and these functions are in the form of linear equations today. We love linear equations, remember, in the form y equals mx plus b, but now we're not going to have y and x. Remember, we said that functions could use different variables. They don't have to use y and x. Sometimes we use variables that represent things that are in that problem. In this case, in the Khan Academy, these equations are out of context, so you don't know what these variables represent. You will see that in the IXL in a second. But in this case, the equation is k is equal to 13t minus 2. Notice k is in the y spot, and t is in the x spot from our normal y equals mx plus b equation. K is the y spot, and t is the x spot. That means that y, or in this case k, is the output or range value. So they tell you right here the output is k. And they give you an input now. They give you an input is 3. They're giving you a value to put into the function, into the equation, to calculate it out and see what the output's going to be. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to take 3 and substitute it into the equation in place of the variable they tell us. They tell us to put in place of t, so we'll put it in place of t. So now when I rewrite my equation, it's going to say k is equal to 13 times 3 minus 2. And now I just have some computation to do. This tells me to multiply 13 times 3 and then subtract 2. Okay, well 13 times 3 is 39. And 39 minus 2 means that my output value, when I input 3 in this function, is equal to 37. So I can jump over here, type in 37, and I'm golden. Now you'll see in the IXL, there are a lot more words, which you don't particularly care for, some of you, but the words give you all the information. It tells you that a backpacking company requires each camper to bring a flashlight to go on a trip. The company supplies 4 extras in case any flashlights get lost or broken. All they're doing is giving you context for the equation. So now the equation isn't just a random equation floating in space. It has a story. It has a reason why the equation exists. They're letting C represent the number of campers and F represent the number of flashlights. Now you see that the variables they're using represent words in the equation. So instead of using Y and X, they're using F and C. But F is still in the Y spot, and C is still in the X spot if you remember our general form of our equations. And in this case, they're not telling us just one input, they're giving us a table. Here's a full table of values. And they filled it out partially for you. They just want you to fill in one blank. Fill in this blank. So now instead of telling you that C is equal to 2, and they want you to calculate, they're giving you it in table form. They're saying when C is 1, F is 5, because 1 plus 4 makes 5. But what is the F value when C is 2? So now that's how they're telling you what to input for C. So you're going to put 2 in the C place. So now your equation will say F is equal to 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4, that's an easy one. That's a sixer. And I'm good to go. All right, let's skip ahead to a little more difficult one just to see how it works with a tougher equation. Here we go. At a street fair, a vendor keeps her stall open 4 hours per day. She also spends a total of 4 hours over the course of the fair setting up. So 4 hours per day. Ooh, per day. That's that S word. That's that rate of change, the slope. And 4 hours setting up. That's not changing. It always takes you 4 hours to set up no matter what. So they tell you that D represents the number of days and H represents the total hours spent at the fair. And that's how they get this equation, this function equation, that hours is equal to 4 hours per day plus 4 hours to set up. You're going to have to write your own function equations eventually. But for now, they're giving you the context and the equation. Try to pay careful attention to how this equation fits this context so that when we have to write them ourselves, You've seen it. All right, so now instead of giving us one blank in the table, they give us two blanks. And they give us two inputs. They have to input 2 for the D, days, and input 4 for the days in the equation and get us two answers. Okay, so we're going to have to do it twice. So H is equal to 4 times 2 plus 4, and H is equal to 4 times 4 plus 4. It's a lot of 4s. Don't get confused about which 4 is which. In the parentheses, I put my input from this table. Okay, let's do some calculation. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 4, that means that H is 12. When I input 2, my output answer here is 12. And 4 times 4 is 16. 16 plus 4, that means that H is equal to 20. All right. When I input 4, my output gets me 20. That's how you're going to complete the IXL. You're going to see what the table tells you, and then see what you do with it. But again, try to pay careful attention to how the words relate to the function equation also, because eventually you're going to write your own. All right, time to get to work.